making them hot, making those
Making
those
the mics hot. That's
the mics
dangerous.
hot. I know. Well, you never know. Oh.
You're not going to sing, though. Just because you forgot to put music up there. Well, you didn't forget.
I forgot that.
We just
short.
Oh, you didn't adjust your camera?
I didn't adjust it.
For the height.
He's short, and I didn't do that. Am I supposed to do supporting, too?
Yeah.
Supported by Ruth Auto, Tatros, Jerry's Sports Tavern, Peak Entertainment, CW Creative, Bulldog, and is there more?
For supporting, I don't believe so. I think you've got them
we'll
all.
Give you a fly on the wall.
I think you got it, Michael.
You think so? You think so?
Yeah.
Oh, and then we get the aired out subscribe. So if you're not subscribed, folks, you definitely need to subscribe, right?
That's right.
Welcome to the Aired Out podcast, live from Main Street, Barrie, Vermont. You are watching the new, improved, the bigger, the better JD Green, who also shows up a little late.
Yeah. I know. I called you at 10 of, and I'm like, are you still coming here today?
I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm so sorry.
But, hey, if you're going to play the role, you might as well play it well.
Exactly.
You don't want to do anything half-assed, Michael.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. I don't want to mess things up. It's got to be the right way.
That's right. And I'm doing really well. It was a great weekend. How about for you?
Hey, it was beautiful. It was a beautiful weekend. I didn't
you
get
ride?
out on the four-wheeler, though.
You didn't?
No.
I'm shocked.
I know. I'm disappointed. I had a busy Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
I was very busy Saturday.
Well, that's good. I mean, busy doing good things.
I was teeing you up for it. I was trying my best to tee you up.
Were you behaving?
Biting. You weren't biting. I was behaving.
But what were you doing?
I was stuffed. I stuffed myself into an old suit, and I got up in front of probably a couple hundred people and passed out diplomas.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was really cool. Lydia Murner, who is her parents are close friends of mine.
Mm-hmm.
She was the first speaker, and she was one of the in the first line, and I was able to give her a hug. And then Quan came up, and I gave him a hug as well. So it was a lot of fun. It was definitely a lot of fun.
It was a beautiful day for graduation.
Gorgeous. It was gorgeous. But so I don't know what it is, but my suit, it literally smells like a funeral home. Like I don't know what it is. It just
that's probably not good.
Probably. Hey, what's up?
Was it in one of those little zipper bag things or something?
It was in a plastic bag. It just.
Well, maybe it's time to get it dry cleaned.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, "Do you smell this? Do you smell my coat? Smell my coat." I was telling that to everybody, and everybody's like, "We don't smell anything." I'm like, "I can smell it. It stinks."
Maybe you're just sensitive.
I probably am. I could every once in a while I would smell it. And I would be like,
nobody's going to be devastated that some man in a smelly coat gave them their diploma. They're just happy to be done with it, Michael.
I know.
But then, in a year from now, when life is getting to them, they'll be wishing that, they had, waited. Loved the fact they were still in high school. They would be happy. They would be anything to be back there.
25 years, 26 years later. No. I don't wish to be back in high school. Yeah. I mean, I guess I could have done things.
Rosemary wants to know why I'm not over there in the big chair. Actually, I prefer to be over here. I don't like. I can. run the computer and all the crud over there, but I'd rather not if I can help it. So if I can have somebody over in that seat as opposed to me, I'm all for it. I'll sit on this side. I mean, let's face it, I'm still running the show.
This is so true.
I mean, no matter who's sitting over there, this is just the way it goes.
Glenn said he was at the graduation because I gave his granddaughter, right?
Yes.
Was it his granddaughter?
Yes.
Her diploma. And as she came up, I'm like, oh, I really wonder if this is Glenn's granddaughter. I didn't say anything, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah. And I'm glad you couldn't smell it from way over there because
Oh gosh,
I was concerned about it.
I was I did see a lot of pictures, a lot of
Yeah.
people to congratulate. How many people were in the class this year? Do you know?
It felt like it was like 150,
Yeah,
but it probably wasn't.
which is small compared to the classes
absolutely.
that we graduated from, that were in the high 2s, low 3s.
Might be in the low hundreds.
Really?
A
Wow.
low between 100 and, I mean, I don't know. I'm sure somebody out there knows the answer to that. If Kristen, of course, could smell my jacket.
Oh,
Kristen
jeez.
Tuziant.
Get over it.
You know.
Get over it.
Yeah. Whatever, Kristen. Whatever.
No, you get over
you want
it.
to hear something hilarious about that? This is absolutely hilarious. So I didn't know which one. Kristen Tuziant. Kristen and Roland Tuziant.
Right.
Big fans of the show. Well,
Yeah.
Kristen's a big fan of the show. Roland has his own podcast.
I know.
Yes.
We need to get him in here.
Yes.
He does
we
all
do.
Bigfoot stuff.
He does.
Sasquatch.
And I've promised him that I would not pick on him. I promised him. I wonder if he could do it this
Well,
week.
you better not.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I wouldn't want to. I'm afraid of what he might say.
He's going to say that a Sasquatch smells better than your jacket.
Probably. Very possible. I'll bring it down. I'll bring my jacket down and we'll do a smell test.
Kristen, help me.
So let me tell you what she did to his son. She told him that I was gonna do something funny. So it's very possible that he came up there thinking I was gonna do something funny, like like the little funny thing with the finger. And he was probably terrified while he was getting his diploma.
Probably. Good gracious. Well, I'm happy that you did that. Is that typical of somebody of the board chair doing
Yes.
that, or is that something that you volunteered to do?
That's something that the board chair does. Is responsible for doing. So it was
Nice.
You know what? I don't think people can hear me very well.
Well, then crank it up.
I know. I just did.
So let's get into the weather, and then we'll talk some more about school.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait. Kristen said that I told her that I was going to give the limp hand. Oh well.
Well.
Maybe. My word against yours.
Good Lord.
All right. So you want to get into the weather?
I do.
All right. So the weather for this week is going to be cruel. Ready?
Disgustingly hot.
Disgustingly, horribly, icky, nasty, hot summer streets, and the pavement is burning, and I sit around trying to smile, but the air's so heavy and dry. It's gonna be a cruel, cruel summer.
Oh my good God. That's almost as bad as the original.
What do you mean the original? Wait, that was the original, the Bananarama.
That's what I'm saying. Your version is
okay.
almost as bad as theirs.
I actually like Bananarama, but it's supposed to be nice today. Oh wait, no, it's supposed to get up to 81 degrees today.
And the humidity is supposed to come in real quickly and sock us right in the face, and it's going to stick with us, and there will be no relief at night. So please, please check your neighbors, check on the elderly, the disabled, make sure that everybody is okay, has what they need. There are cooling shelters available throughout the state of Vermont and New York that are open. I'll keep in touch with Joe Aldsworth just to see if we end up doing something here in the city. He is extremely good about making sure we know about that. And I mean, of all times not to have a splash pad, right, Michael?
Oh, I know.
I know. Wouldn't it be great? We had
It
one
would be
right here
nice.
where JJ Newberry's was.
Yes.
We just bulldoze that down,
A little
put a
splash
nice
pad.
green space.
Although I hear they have a
splash
pool
pad.
inside there.
Yeah, that's what I've heard too. But anyways, it's going to be nasty, super hot temperatures with the humidity, 100 degrees or more with the humidity, not actual air temperature. But yeah, not good.
No.
And early for this kind of weather.
And for folks that need an air conditioner, they can easily go over to
Nelson Ace Hardware right across the street. They have air conditioners as well as Tetros Aces in South Barrie.
So there you go. 2 sponsors down. But we
Yeah.
got more where that's coming from.
Oh,
I
yeah,
can,
plenty.
I can, for folks that, so one of the things that way back in the old timey wimey days was you used to go to the movie theaters to get the air conditioning because that's where the air conditioning
And you
was.
can still do that.
And you can still do that because our movie theaters have
Air conditioning. They do.
Yep.
Great
And-
drinks and snacks.
Yep. And if you want to, at 3:00, Jerry's Tavern opens up, which also has an air conditioner.
Yes, they do.
See there, you can
All,
go to
you're all set. You go in and have a drink, play some pool, listen to some music. Maybe have a snack because when it's super hot, you don't really want to eat big meal.
yeah no
Yeah,
no. And they have good snack bar pub food. So
they do. Their wings are pretty damn good. I know
Yes.
that.
this is true. This is very true. And
I'm all about
Yeah.
the wings always.
Or you can always get your oil done, but you do have to turn off your air conditioning while they do
Well,
that.
you just go up to
But you
Ruth
can-
Ears, turn your car off, let them drive it in.
Oh
you
yeah,
can
that's
sit
true.
in their
Well,
nice,
there you go.
beautiful,
That's
air
another way of
conditioned
doing it.
waiting room.
See, we
They
got
have
your
a
back.
really nice waiting room up there.
We're all looking out for you. We're looking out for you. We're giving you the inside
Yeah, the
scoop.
places you can go and the things you can do. No, literally, they do. They have a really nice waiting area at Ruth Ears.
They
It's
do.
It's
They
big.
do.
It's cozy. It's quiet. It's a really nice space up there.
Yeah,
So make your appointment today.
absolutely.
Inspections coming around the corner.
And it's going to be, like Raylene said, it is going to be nasty hot. I mean, wicked nasty. So today we've got 81 degrees. High of 81. Tomorrow is 92.
Yeah. Before
Sorry.
the humidity.
And then Wednesday, 93. And then it's going to be Thursday, 91 degrees with rain. Friday, 82 degrees, and it start to cool down from there. And then Saturday, 81. Sunday, 79. And all these days, Thursday through Monday, it's supposed to be raining. And 78 degrees on Monday.
And by then, we'll all welcome that.
Yes. Yes, that's
Yeah.
true.
Ugh.
I know. I'm not looking forward to
I'm
it.
not looking forward to it either. I don't care for the heat all that much. I like it to be nice, like this weekend, but I don't like it to be super hot. I'm a picky bitch like that, I guess.
So Hillary Scott says that it's going to be abnormally hot this summer, which
Yeah, that's what the prediction is
I am
for sure.
not looking forward to that because I am a man that may not be thin.
Maybe you'll sweat it off.
Hey, I've made the comment before that I've been losing weight. I fit into that suit, which is 20 years old.
Good for you. Good for you. We had a lot going on this weekend with Father's Day, but to get into the news about some things that are going on in and around the state of Vermont, Montpelier police are looking for the person who fired gunshots at a home on Berry Street early Saturday morning. According to the department, officers received a report of several gunshots in the area of Berry Street and Monsignor Crosby Avenue. Officers were reportedly already nearby and were on scene within minutes. When officers arrived, they found shell casings in a home that had been hit by bullets. Can you imagine? So they searched the area. They knew that the gunshots had happened. They found no one with injuries. They have talked to people, but they're looking for the people involved with that. Barrytown assisted with the K-9 unit, and as well as the Vermont Fish and Wildlife with a K-9 team as well. And they continue to canvass the area and speak with witnesses, and they're hoping that anybody with any information is willing to come forward. Scary, to say the least. Way too much going on around here when it comes to that kind of stuff lately. It seems like we're hearing more and more and more about it on a daily basis. I don't like it at all. Yeah. It's National Eat Your Vegetables Day. I'm just saying. That's what it is.
National Eat Your Vegetables Day?
National Cherry Tart Day.
Oh,
National
I like that one.
Apple
That one's
Strudel
good.
Day.
Apple Strudel's good too.
National Root Beer Day.
Oh.
And National Mascot Day. So eat your vegetables, but a bunch of junk too.
Not furry, mascots.
Huh? Yeah,
Not
mascots.
Furries. Mascots.
Mascots.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just confirm.
You know, like the frog, the whatever, the
but not National Furry
Bears. Day. No, it's not National Furry Day. It's National Mascot
Furry
Day. Good Lord. The Vermont Road Construction Report is up for people that want to plan out their routes for the week if you are out and about. The Vermont State Police are also searching for a armed robbery suspect in Lyndonville. Vermont State Police are searching for the suspect. They say around 1:30 Sunday afternoon, a masked white man wearing a gray sweatshirt, dark-colored pants, and white shoes walked into the Northeast Kingdom Vapor in Lyndonville with a weapon. Police say the man then showed the weapon and the clerk and demanded money. He escaped with the cash, undisclosed amount of cash, and got into a dark-colored Subaru and headed north on Broad Street. Yeah, more and more of it. Not good. And then the Hot Air Balloon Festival in Quechee this weekend. So Saturday, way too windy to fly. The balloon stayed grounded, but all of the events continued in Quechee. The big craft fair, all of that continued to go on. Absolutely beautiful sight, but yesterday morning was stellar for takeoff, and so the balloons flew. My friend Aaron and some of his friends also flew yesterday morning, and they had a great time. And then, you know, they all split up for the day. It was Father's Day, so I spent the morning and early afternoon with my dad. We did barbecue, stuff like that, got together. And then I went to Aaron's and hung out with his kids and the grandkids. And we went over to the airport after, and all the kids were getting balloon rides. He tethered the balloon and take baskets full of kids up, one right after the other. Of course, they love that. They beg to go. His little grandkids are just the cutest little things ever. And then some kids from the community came too, because, you know, people see balloons in the air and they all of a sudden they come over to the airport. They stop. The airport's right over in Post Mills. And it was an awesome day.
So I've been up in a hot air balloon when it was tethered.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do untethered. That's just no.
It's
No, thank you.
wonderful.
No, it's not.
It's wonderful. It's the most
Just-
amazing feeling in the world.
I'm not going to lie to you. God did not design us to be that high up in the air. There's a reason why we fall. That being said,
Well, don't
being-
worry. Aaron's very good at using treetops for brakes and stuff.
oh, great.
Yeah, if you
makes
get
it
if you
so
get
much
if
better.
you get going
So
too
much
fast, he'll
better.
just tap a tree or two and slow you down.
So much better. So much better. So here's the question that I have for you, because I mean, if he does the tethered, when's the next time he's doing that? Because I wouldn't mind doing the tethered part. Or how
Well,
far
I'll
up
ask
does he
him
go?
when he's doing kiddie rides next time.
Yes, please do ask him when he's doing kiddie rides
I
next
will.
time.
I will. But yeah, it doesn't even go up very high, Michael.
How high is not very high?
I don't know, probably 100 feet or so, maybe a little more than that.
That's pretty high. That's pretty
It's
high.
not a couple thousand.
Well, yeah, but still, 100 feet is still pretty high.
Yeah.
Again, I get back to my original comment, which God did not give me wings, and clearly gravity holds me down far more than other people. That being said,
Gosh, it's so much. It's a lot of fun. It's beautiful, and the kids just absolutely love it. They just they have a great time. His grandkids were over the moon, happy about going up, hanging out in the balloon with their papa. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Like I said, I could do it if it was tethered. I've done it before. I did it in Plattsburgh about 25 years ago, 20 years ago, something 20, 25 years ago. Hillary Scott mentioned that there's an A&W in Middlebury, but
Yes.
I have to say, if we're talking about National Root Beer Day, I'm going to have to go get myself some Rookie's Root Beer. And
Yeah, I've heard you say that before.
oh, yeah. That's some good
But
soda.
you go to Plattsburgh to
I
get
have to
that.
go when I go to Plattsburgh. I pick up Rookie's Root Beer in Burlington because they're out of their garage in Burlington,
Oh.
and you have to stop by. You pick it up like
And then you go on to Plattsburgh to go to Chick-fil-A. That's right.
Correct,
Now I
correct.
remember the drill.
correct, and you have to bring a cooler because you want to make sure that it stays cool. And yeah, it's a whole thing. But I think they have Rookie's Root Beer down at Penny Tap Room. So, what are you doing after Aired Out?
Today,
Yeah.
I'm going home because I'm having lights installed in the house.
Oh, well, I guess I won't bring you to Penny Tap Room.
No, not today. Maybe
Well, that's
tomorrow.
unfortunate.
Or
We
the
could
day
do
after.
that.
But what does Penny's Tap Room serve besides root beer?
Well, I think they
All
also
kinds
do
of things.
food, but I was just thinking of going in there and getting root beer.
All right. No domestic beer, probably.
Well, I'm sure. I think it's down in Montpelier. It's a fancy foo-foo poo-poo thing.
Yeah,
You
probably
know, all
not any
Montpelier's
domestic
fancy
beer.
foo-foo. I've tried to get people. Oh, well, we could go to Positive Pie. Positive Pie also has
We
it too.
could.
But anyway, that being said,
Michael just said he'd take me to lunch someday this week, and you all heard it.
no, Michael didn't say that with
Yes, he
no
did.
money. I'm broke.
Yeah, yeah. I did not catch Chad Hollister. I believe that JD and his family may have. My dad was.
That's Glenn Brummer asking that question.
My dad was just comfortable being at home yesterday. It was he's been a little tired lately. Was just comfortable being at home, hanging out, having a light lunch, just chilling.
Just chilling?
Yeah.
Chillaxing?
Yeah. My sister came down, and it was just a really quiet day. We didn't do anything super stressful for him yesterday. Tried to keep everything mellow.
Now, this weekend, you're going side-by-siding, right? Is it this weekend that's the poker run?
22nd. Yes, it's this weekend. I believe
What's the time?
I'd have to look.
Because I've tried to figure out what the time is. If Chris, if you're watching, can you just drop the time for the poker run?
Chuck Martin would like to know what happened to you, JD. You look so different. He got stung by bees.
Yes, I got stung by several bees and I just blew up like a balloon, and that's the reason why my vocal cords sound funny, and then I've took some medication, so I'm also funnier today too.
That's right. That's right. So, yeah.
I make myself laugh.
Chris, is Chris watching? Is he going to tell us?
I can't tell.
I don't know either, so I will look for you. That is that Memorial Stephen Tracy Memorial ride is this weekend, and it's always a really good time. They have a huge turnout.
Yeah,
for that.
So
are you gonna go?
Well, I don't know. I have to go to a funeral.
I'm sorry.
So, a friend's parent passed away. On Saturday. I don't know if it conflicts. I'm hoping it doesn't, but we'll find out.
So registration starts at 10, and at 11 o'clock the ride starts. So be there early. Everybody is meeting at the Den, and then everything, all the festivities afterwards. Also, there's a 50-50 raffle, prizes for the top 3 hands for the poker run. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a great ride, great time. They gave this. They gave out some really awesome scholarships this graduation season as well. So, yeah.
I'm not going to be able to go then.
Yeah,
because I think it's around the same time.
Well, you could always come over after and
True.
join in the fun.
True. Very true. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Don't know what will happen. Any other exciting news?
Not really. I mean, there's not exciting news. There's news. There was a standoff in Coventry, also like a domestic situation is what they're calling it now. I question whether or not it's domestic. I would say probably more than likely drug related, but there was some shots fired there as well. And when the police got on scene, some of the suspects had fled into the woods with weapons. And so there was like a little manhunt that went on for several hours, but all suspects have been apprehended at this time. That all was happening yesterday, early afternoon on Father's Day.
Wow.
Not too far away. And I heard some rumblings of something that may have been going on in Waterbury as well, up off of Blush Hill. But I haven't heard a lot more information about that or seen any information this morning in the news. So I'm not really sure what that was all about. But yeah, a lot of stuff going on. And then Hillary says, Lamoille Area Cancer Network is hosting a Lacing Up for Cancer walk at People's Academy in Morrisville. When's that happening, Hillary? I'll of course, this week, throughout the week, get everything up for events that are happening this weekend. Because I know that there are quite a few, that's happening on Saturday as well. But there are quite a few events happening for the weekend that we'll make sure get posted up. Yeah.
Nice.
So let's talk about tomorrow, because we can't make sure that, we can't forget. We have to make sure that this gets talked about, that tomorrow is the revote for the school budget.
Oh, yes.
And so we want to make sure that people know the polls are open from 7 to 7 here in the city.
Yep.
At the auditorium. And then in the town at the elementary school, also from 7 to 7. Super important that your voice is heard no matter which side of the aisle that you stand on. Vote. Your voice is going to matter. We know that it passed by a few here in the city. I think it passed by more the
Yeah.
second time it
So the
passed by
first time
quite
it
a bit.
passed by like 2 votes. And the second time it passed by, I think it was almost 200 votes.
Yeah, and then it's been a landslide no both times at the town.
Well,
So
the first time it was a landslide no, and then 300 votes no the second time.
Yeah.
So hopefully the third
Which is
time
still
is
a
the
lot.
charm.
hopefully, and I mean, hopefully. I don't know though, Michael, and we know
I
we're
know.
on different sides of the table for this, and you know how I feel about it and why. I'm still voting no,
I know.
but
And that's okay.
it is okay. So, but there's been a lot of talk and rhetoric, and I don't know if I want to call it bullying or not, but I almost feel like that's the way it is lately. And so I just want to say right now, thank you to you for the job you're doing as board chair, not just as my co-host, but for the week, but as board chair. Thank you for making it about the community, the kids, and the teachers, and nothing else. That's what you're supposed to do. That is, this isn't political. It shouldn't. It is, but it shouldn't be. This is our kids. It's something totally separate. And your 14 years does matter. And your commitment to the city and the people who live here in your community is what has always come first to you. And so, no matter what some are saying right now, I just think that the fact that you're willing to stay in the middle and that your vote is a vote clearly because you want to move forward. You want to say we're starting fresh. We've got a new board chair. We have a new superintendent. Let's wrap this up, move forward, get into our school year, and start fresh. And I have to thank you and commend you for being able and willing to do that, despite some of the bullshit and the problems that are out there.
Yeah, politics is one of those games that don't expect to. It's the story of the horses falling into the mud or whatever it is. Oh wait, no, that's the 2 horses fall into a mud and 3 get out. But when you're trenching through politics, you get a little dirty.
Well,
so.
it's really unfortunate that you're trenching through politics, really, because
there's times where it's fun. There's times where it's not so fun, but there's times where it's fun. And I'll just like I said, we differ on the budget. Oh, wait a minute. What's going on out here?
Oh, we got a puppers.
We got a puppers. What kind of pup?
It looked like a pit.
Oh, okay. Anyway, difference of opinions. I'm gonna support the budget, and I understand why people don't want to support the budget. The one thing that I do want to make clear, and which is you're referring to the post that I made about information that I looked at, and knowing the numbers and knowing common sense that the comments like it's going to increase our poverty rate by like 9%, which is not true. I mean, just
Right.
It's but and
Right.
and
We
the
don't
point-
need to fear monger.
right, and
That's not the way to go. Just be honest and
yeah.
break it down and give the numbers. And I've read everything that you've put out there. I've read everything that Sarah Pregent has put out there, and a few others as far as numbers and the breakdown. It's complicated. It's a lot to understand. And the bottom line, it just comes down to what I can afford as opposed to what somebody else may be able to afford. and it sucks that you have to be in that situation, that it really comes down to that, but everything comes down to that, right? Even when you go to the grocery store now, am I still drinking, you know, am I still drinking the coffee and the creamer that I love to drink, or am I buying the cheaper brands this time around? I've had to make cuts everywhere in my life, and this one's going to have to be the same line for me. That's just where I'm at, and it has nothing to do with the rhetoric or the belief of who's doing what right or wrong. It has to do with what I can afford and what I feel our kids are coming out of school, what is being accomplished, where we're at with things, and having conversations with you all, you, Alice, people from all sides I've had conversations with, and in knowing that money has not always been managed properly in different departments. It could be structured different. It could be, there was money that could be being spent on books. There was stuff that could have been handled differently, but it wasn't. And so I have to hope that with you as the new board chair and with a new superintendent, and hopefully a board that can finally somehow find it in their heart to work together for the common goal of the staff and students. That would be my hope.
Well,
but I think it's going to just come down to you sticking to your guns, being as committed to your community as you always have been, and saying, so give me an example or give me numbers. I mean, you're throwing it out there. It's not happening. So you have to move forward. And I think that's your mission, is to move forward and find better ways. And I commend you for sticking to your guns and doing that.
Well, thank you. And again, we can always disagree. Mm-hmm. People disagree with me all the time, and it's okay.
Right. You're still taking me to lunch this week.
I support the budget. I encourage people to vote yes. You have a different opinion, and that's okay. Mm-hmm. You have to do what you feel is right for you and your family. Mm-hmm. And yeah, so I was. It is what it is. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna shame people for saying no, and I wouldn't shame people for saying yes. It is what it is. But I do have some good news coming up.
Awesome. Let's hear it.
It's like a couple weeks off, but Food Trucks Thursday is coming up.
I know. I'm looking forward to that, actually. Concerts in the park and Food Truck Thursdays.
Yes.
So you get to listen to some pretty great concerts.
Yes.
And enjoy food.
I love concerts in the park. The main reason why, though? Mm-hmm. It's because
Moe's Backyard Barbecue.
Something about Moe's Backyard Barbecue, man.
Yeah, we were just talking about you losing weight. Now you're talking about finger-licking good barbecue here. How did these two things go together, Michael?
I know.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too. The farmers market's in full swing, and that happens right at City Hall Park. Yep. And
Wednesday nights.
Yeah, Wednesday nights and
4
then
to
Thursdays.
6, I think, right?
Yeah, we have a lot going on around here. You can go to the races on Thursdays. You can go to the concerts in the park on Thursdays. There's the car shows. One Sunday a month now down at Aspen Dental. The farmers market. We know the Heritage Festival is coming right up. I'm looking forward to it. I just hope that the pool can get some lifeguards in there so that they can open. That's kind of a sad situation. I mean, we made the news.
Well, what?
They need lifeguards. If they don't get lifeguards, the pool is not opening. So if you know anyone out there that could lifeguard, have them call $17 an hour. I don't know. I know they give a little class or a course that's happening soon as well. So check that out. It's right on the city website. It's posted all over the place, including here on Aired Out, that they desperately are seeking help. Like I said, it made the news the other night. It was on NBC5. Our good friend Tyler did a little piece on that and said, hey.
Can I be a grumpy old man?
Sure.
I can be?
Sure.
I feel like kids aren't working as much. Like,
They're definitely not.
I mean, I see a bunch of kids working at Ace Hardware.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Bob does a great job cultivating kids.
Yes,
but
he does.
I feel like kids just don't, and maybe that's just my perception. And, you know, and it's interesting I say that, but I mean, we were just barely talking about there's less kids. So I guess maybe that is the reason why. But I just feel like kids don't work as much.
Yeah, definitely not. I mean,
you know,
well, in times
it's
of change,
affecting my life.
Yeah, they don't even babysit anymore either, though.
They don't.
That's
what?
the thing. You know, used to, when I was younger, like 14, 15, we used to babysit in the summer. We used to. Now things are just so different. People don't hire teenagers to do things like they used to do either. And definitely you don't see a whole lot of teenagers out mowing lawns and raking leaves and getting summer jobs, for sure. It's times have definitely changed.
Yeah.
Not for the better in a lot of ways.
No, I would agree with that. Chris
Yeah.
Massey says that he's got ribs. They're not here, Chris. So don't talk about them unless you're going to bring them down.
Oh, leftovers on their way. And I hope you really do come down, Glenn. I will bring an extra chair for you any day. Would love to have you come down and hang out with us and enjoy a concert and have some ribs with Michael.
Yeah, that are being prepared by Chris Massey.
Yeah, or Mo's backyard.
Or Mo's,
no,
either
he's
one.
talking about coming down to the concert.
So I don't generally do Mo's
He can come to the studio
ribs.
any day.
Yeah, true. I don't generally do Mo's ribs. I'm more of his brisket and smoked mac and cheese. And oh man, I'm just thinking about that right now.
I don't like smoked anything.
You don't like? That's
no.
not true. You had my smoked cream cheese.
No, I didn't.
Oh, you didn't?
No, because I don't like it.
You're such a hater.
I don't even like the smell of any. I don't like it. It's a weird taste.
It's not a weird taste.
Yes, it is.
Well, it's weird, yummy taste. You know where you can get all your smoked needs, all your smoked
right
equipment
across the street,
needs?
Nelson Ace Hardware.
That's
Have
where I
you
got
been
my
into
smoker.
their new section yet?
Huh?
Have you been into their new section yet?
I have not.
It's really nice. It's and so they really haven't expanded their inventory, as Bob and explained the other day. They've just expanded the space so that you have more room and it's more just open and not, kind of crammed in there. It's a really nice space. All barbecue stuff.
Ooh, I'll have to.
And they
go
have
over
some
there.
new sauces and rubs from Loudmouth. I've never heard of that one before. But maybe you should go check those out.
I might have to do that. But yeah. Anyway, and I did make a mistake on the farmers market. I do apologize for the farmer market folks. It's 3:30 to 6:30.
Yeah, 3:30 to 6:30.
Yeah. So, and that's at the City Hall Park, which is right across from City Hall and
some really
across
good
from the
things.
Eldridge Library.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a short show today, aren't we?
Yeah. I mean, there wasn't a lot going on. There was a lot going on in this weekend, but truthfully, I'm just tired of talking about it. Not tired of talking about it. It's news. It's out there. I posted it. It's been on this TV. It's been everywhere. I don't want to start my Monday again with that. Ugh. It just seems like there's so much of it lately with with drugs and crime and shootings and robberies, and we hear so much of it all day, every day. I just don't want it in my space this morning.
Yeah.
I want us to be the happy place to be.
I saw Tim Bolton yesterday.
You did?
Yep. He told me that he worked 36 hours.
And loved every minute of it instead of 100?
He didn't know what to think.
I'm sure not. I sent him a message, just said, hey, just checking on you, miss you, love you. Because I do. I made some of his cookies the other night, and they were so good. Yeah, but were way better when they were making them. And I didn't have to. But
yeah,
I got a big tub of the cookie dough. He put them in little balls for me already, did the scoops, and I have this big container full of chocolate chip cookies, and I only eat them one at a time. I only cook them one at a time because I don't want to make them go by too quickly.
That's not a bad idea.
I know.
Cook cookies one cookie at a time.
That's all I do. I put them in the toaster oven, and so I'm not heating up the big oven, but I put them in the toaster oven and cook just one at a time, one a week.
That's a phenomenal idea.
Yeah, and that's all I used to get at when the bake shop was open anyways. I used to just get one a week because I'm not supposed to eat that stuff. So that was my treat.
Huh.
I know. I was so excited.
Doing that.
Well, you can't get them now. They're gone, Michael.
Well, yes.
And you're not having any of mine.
Well, no. You're not sharing?
No.
You're not going to share?
Maybe I'll bring you one.
Cookie guy.
You're not?
No, I am a peanut butter cookie guy.
Oh, he had good peanut butter cookies,
he had
too.
amazing peanut butter cookies.
He did.
I will say National Life's cookies, the ones that are in the cafeteria, are pretty good. So last week was National Peanut Butter Cookie Day.
Mm-hmm.
That was on Wednesday, and I brought peanut butter cookies to the school board meeting.
Yeah.
A bunch of other cookies, just because not everybody likes, peanut butter cookies, and maybe somebody's allergic to them or what have you. And I hope that's not a peanut free area. Probably is a peanut free area, and I brought a bunch of peanut butter cookies in. They were double wrapped, not because I am a nice person and I was thinking about people's needs, but because that's how they came to me when I bought them.
Oh, God.
But I told everybody, I'm like, yeah, no, I double wrapped them.
Well, now you're outing yourself.
I did. Now I'm not such a nice guy. I'm just lazy.
National Life, do they use Locarnos? I'm saying, or have they just catered some of the stuff?
Sodexo.
Steve Marinelli. So Steve Marinelli used to do the meals and the events up at National Life when I was, speaking of working, when I was young, and my sister and I used to waitress for him when he would do the events at National Life. I don't know if he still works for them or not. He used to be like the main guy for Sodexo or whatever.
Probably not.
Yeah,
we've had multiple vendors that were there.
I mean, it was a long time ago that he did that, and he did it for a lot of years at National Life. And let's face it, it's been a hot minute since I was 15 and waiting tables at National Life. But so maybe he's retired by now. Even
just a few decades, right?
But he was a great guy. Yeah.
I love you.
Yeah. What?
I said it's been a few decades, right?
No, I'm talking about Steve Marinelli.
No, I know, since you were 15.
No, Hillary is talking.
Okay.
He used to be like the food service guy up in National Life. My sister and I work for him. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember that.
Yeah, he was a good guy.
Although I have worked there for 20 years.
Yeah, well, still, that was
a hot minute
way
ago.
After I was 15. Yeah, whatever, asshole. All right, so have a great day, everyone. Yes. We will see you tomorrow morning.
Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow morning. remember, voting 7 a.m., 7 p.m.
Yes.
Tomorrow at the Barry Auditorium for Barry City and
For
for
the
Barry
school budget.
Town. For the school budget and for the town, it's up at the elementary school. So make sure you go there. And everybody have a wonderful day. Enjoy the heat if you can. And if you can't, then stay inside.
Yeah,
be
with
air
AC.
conditioned.
If you don't have
Yeah,
AC,
be hydrated. Get
Yeah.
hydrated. Make sure you're hydrated.
cool showers maybe.
Yep.
And check your neighbors. Make sure that you're checking on people.
Yes.
Yes.
Definitely.
And if you need a cooling shelter, if something has happened and you need a cooling shelter, there is a list of available shelters. As I said, I will keep in touch with Joel Aldsworth in case he does something around here. Maybe we can get the fire department to go up and hose the kids off again up at the park or something.
That would be pretty nice. I don't
but-
have any connections there anymore.
You still have connections, Michael. You're still very much a part of this community. You have just as many connections as the rest of us do. Use them. It's called a mouth and a good heart. That's all you got to have connections in this city. People think differently, though. They think you got to have some sort of underground government, right? That you guys sit in this in a cellar with your cigars and your hats and your deep, dark voices, like that. No, that's not how it works. You just have a good heart, and mouth, and a good personality, and a little bit of guts to go down there and say, hey, could you do this for us? That's all it takes.
I want to be in the room where it happens, the room where it happens, the room where it happens.
Well, then run for state rep. Blow it out of the water, Michael.
All right. With that, we want to say thank you for watching the Aired Out podcast live on Main Street, Barrie, Vermont, Fly in the Wall Production Studios. Everybody have a lovely day today, and make sure you get out to the polls. Raylene, thank you for allowing me to be here.
Thanks for having me. No, thanks for agreeing to come and deal with me. Yeah.
It's never dealing with you. It's always a pleasure.
So, well, thank you.
No Barry beat tonight.
No Barry beat tonight.
So,
but
all right.
we will see you tomorrow morning.
All right. Good day, everyone.